Welcome to Vlogmas week 1. This is, I think, my second true attempt at doing a Vlogmas. I think I tried doing it 2 years ago and I got through 2 weeks of posts. It's certainly for not lack of recording. I record so much of my daily life as if I were producing a 6-part HBO documentary series. But what happens is I get overwhelmed. I don't have time to edit all of the footage that I do for vlogs versus what I do for my sit-down videos where I'm talking about collections or a new purchase or things like that, reviews. So that winds up being my priority and then the vlogs don't come. But I really want to start vlogging again. I want to do it regularly, and I think Vlogmas is the perfect way to get me into the habit of just starting to produce hopefully weekly vlogs. I was gonna go to Louis Vuitton today to check out all of the New York exclusives because if you don't know, the flagship store has been closed so that they can do renovations. So they opened up right across the street at a place where Tiffany's was while the flagship store was being renovated. So they're in the new space. Last week, I went to the Louis Vuitton Cafe with Cassie Thorpe. If you don't know her, I mean, you probably do. She's wonderful. She's one of my favorite creators on YouTube. I will link to her channel below. So I'm going to do a video just on the cafe, but I'll include some of that footage in this week's video. So anyway, today I went out for a jog, I showered, I did all my skincare stuff, which I didn't film, but maybe I can include some of that in another upcoming vlog. We're just a couple of days away from the holidays. You guys know that I celebrate the holidays in New Orleans, so there's just a ton of stuff that I need to do here before we set off. So I think I'm just gonna focus on getting my errands done. What do I need to do today? I need to go through some things that I purchased. I need to go make some returns. So I think I'm just gonna text my sales associate, let him know that I'm probably not gonna make it today, and maybe I can include that for next week's vlog. So stay tuned for that. Make sure that you're subscribed if you're not subscribed already, and click the bell icon next to the subscribe button so you can set your notifications for all. I make new videos every week, but I don't have a set schedule. So if you have your notifications on, you won't miss a thing. I have some clothes that I purchased from Banana Republic. I have some sets that I have from Fabletics that they sent me. I'm really excited about. And yeah, I guess let's go through that. And then I'll pack up everything so that I can go out and make my returns and run a few errands. Before I do that, let me show you what I'm wearing. So here is a mock turtleneck with a cutout. I'm pretty sure I got this on Amazon. I will link to it in the description box below, but I love a classic, you know, just everyday whatever top that has a little twist to it, and so you get that with a little cutout here. And then the cargo joggers are from Fabletics. They're like fleece and super warm. Sorry for all the finger marks here. My son loves to come stare at himself in the mirror. We'll definitely link to these down below. All right, let's go try on some clothes. Well, what a waste of what was supposed to be a super productive morning for me. I have spent an hour or so dealing with someone stealing my stuff. I was gonna go through some items that came from Banana Republic. Well, that part took much faster than I thought because only 1 of 6 items that was supposed to be in a package was delivered. Basically, someone at UPS stole 5 of 6 items in a package. And I know that it was specifically someone at UPS that stole these items because the driver delivered this package right to my apartment door, and it was picked up 2 minutes after it was dropped. The tracking number shows that it was delivered at 12:06 yesterday at 12:06 p.m. and at 12:08 I had someone arrive at my apartment, and they were the ones who picked up the bag and came into the apartment. For some reason, my Ring camera did not get the UPS driver delivering the package, but it did get that person arriving 2 minutes later and picking up the item as she walked into the apartment. But the real reason that I know that it was a UPS driver that opened up the package and resealed it was that driver delivered the package to my door and then took a photo of the package at my door as their proof of delivery, and you can see that the bag was deflated. This is the bag, and it was like this big in the photo. Now this bag was supposed to have 1 pair of pants and 5 sweater dresses. So when that photo was taken, it should have look at how big this bag is, because it originally had 6 items in it. It should have been full. It should have been this large at my door and that full. Thankfully, I realized all this when I brought the packages in to try on the pieces. I always track my packages. I use the Shop app. This is not an ad for them, but I use the Shop app to track all of my deliveries because I make so many deliveries. Like, I ship packages because I sell on Poshmark. I expect a lot of packages pretty much every week because I buy on Poshmark and other places. And so that's why I always keep track of my products, of my items. So I know when things are arriving. I know when things have arrived. This arrived yesterday, but I didn't have time to go through them, so I kind of just set them to the side. But I saw that it arrived. I saw that it was supposed to have all my items, which is why when I started this vlog, I said I have a lot of pieces to go through because I knew that those are the items that were delivered. But when I picked up the bag, I immediately knew that something was off because the bag was so large, but there was clearly not much in it. And then I turned it around and I could tell that it had been resealed. So you know how these bags have 2 seals in it? It's closed, and then there's a strip that you rip off to open the bag, and then if you want to return anything, you fill the bag up and it has an adhesive strip. Let me show you the other bag. So it has this adhesive strip so that if you want to make a return, you fill the bag up, you put the return slip inside, and then you take this off and then you reseal it and send it off. Well, that was what happened to this bag. The strip had been removed and it had been resealed. And so thankfully I did notice that before I opened up the bag. I took a photo of it when the bag was still sealed. And yeah, so that is how I know that someone at UPS, maybe the driver, I don't know, but someone at UPS ripped open the bag, removed 5 of the 6 items, then closed it, and then delivered something because they had to deliver something, and took a photo of it to show that they did deliver something. And now I'm in this mess of having to prove that I didn't get all the items that I was supposed to get. So I have reached out to Banana Republic to tell them that only 1 item of my things have arrived. So I'm dealing with that refund process. They have to investigate, of course. So I'm dealing with that. I also reached out to UPS, of course, because I wanted to file a complaint because this package was stolen by one of their employees. So they're opening up an investigation, and then I have to, they'll call me in the next day or 2 to give my side of the story. I'm just hoping for the best. But anyway, that sucks. And what's worse, my whole morning gone. Everything I was gonna do, can't do it anymore. It's already like 12:30. No, it's almost 1 o'clock. It's 5 to 1. I have to go pick up my kid in like an hour and 15 minutes. So yeah, let's see what I can do today. I'm so annoyed, so annoyed. Clara and I were invited by Disney to check out the new Disney Treasure. It is their newest ship, which will be setting sail this week for the first time. We got to go on board and take a very thorough tour of the ship, which included a meal at their Marvel restaurant. On the menu were several items from their different restaurants, so we got to try a little bit of everything. And of course, we could not say no to this dessert tray. I will be doing a full dedicated video about the Disney Treasure soon, so make sure that you are subscribed so you can see that when it comes out. This is basically just a little sneak peek.
I am so excited. This store is insane. There's like, okay, so we're on the 4th floor. How many floors are there?
I have no idea.
It's an experience, and they have like exclusive store merch as well, and I'm a merchy girl, so like foaming at the mouth.
Okay.
And then we're here, and we're spoiled for choice. We don't know what to have.
It's so good.
We're going to try and have a few different things so that we can, experience, because we don't know when we'll work.
That's right. That's right. The reservations are not easy.
Not easy.
So we're sharing an appetizer, and then we're gonna get our own entree, possibly have a couple bites.
Yes. Share the mashed potatoes, possibly. Well, we'll ask how big it is. I'm assuming it's enough for 2. Yeah.
All right, that's the plan. It's a good plan, I think.
I think so. Of course the butter looks like that. The bread has no logo, no branding. Slightly disappointed with that name.
See, the corners,
Thank
flowers.
you, thank you. I did miss that.
Also, what's that in the interior of
He
the
just
butter?
said herbs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or herbs for your U.S. audience.
Exactly. I will say this fabulous little stand it's on
so
is making
cute.
things a little bit difficult, but I managed.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
And of course, that's monogram too. That's that little.
The attention to detail.
I could have some arepa on that.
Like, why is that the cutest little pot?
I can never eat my cucumber sliced anymore. That's it.
So this is the roast chicken, and it
Oh,
does
that's
have
right.
a very
You did.
crispy skin. So I'm excited about that. I'm not sure what this is. Maybe another part of chicken, and I'm too uncultured to pick it to realise. And then you got a classic.
A burger.
Look at those little flowers on the top.
Right on the bun.
Here, the mashed potato.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you.
okay. This is very interesting. Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
Dinner and a show.
Truly. So this one was the hazelnut, and this is the chocolate.
Today I am at Fashionphile. There is a panel about sustainability happening here with Tiffany. She's a stylist. She's worked with Shawn Mendes, and she's a Latina brand owner as well. She has a brand called Everyday Lords. And we have Cynthia, who is a sustainability expert in the fashion industry. We have Saad, who is a climate activist and sustainability activist. And then we have Sarah, of course, the founder of Fashionphile. So I'm really excited to be here today. First, let me show you some goodies.
Really at Fashionphile, when I think about trends, what's super interesting is in our world, what keeps its value is not the trendy. It's not the it thing. People say this all the time, like, what is the hottest thing you're selling right now? I don't even want to tell you, it's so boring. Because it's a bag that was in 1980s. The Louis Vuitton Speedy was a thing in 1980s. It's still huge today. If you close your eyes and you picture a Chanel bag, that bag right now, that's got to have the best resale value, the one you put in your head. That traditional style. I bought this bag from Fashionphile like 2012 or so. It was used when I bought it. I've had it for 12 plus years. It's only gone, I could sell it today for thousands more than I bought it for. It's only gone up in value. I wear it all the time. Those classic pieces, that's what holds its value. And it's the same thing that you're talking about with why something has resale value. Because what's really cool is it's not just that it's the great quality. We did a study with Kantar. We paid for all this research, which is like when I tell you what the study said, you're like, duh, why'd you pay money for that? I could have told you that. But you have to sometimes get proof that it's true. Is that when people spend a lot of money on something, they take better care of it.
You're walking into like who's paying like multiple thousands of dollars for one of these pieces, and then it's one of these like cheap synthetic polyester pieces, which by the way are all derived from fossil fuels. The synthetics are derived from fossil fuels. Then what are we even doing? Like what is luxury? Is it just a brand name that we're buying, or is it actual quality and durability and sustainability? It's something we have to keep asking.
Very disappointed lately to go into these very expensive stores and see this like super plastic blends, and where I would expect to see like Shetland wool and 100% merino wool and things like that. So just also thinking about like what's going to happen to that at the end of its life, and that is one of the I know we'll talk about this later, but the opportunities I feel like designers should be and brands should be keeping in mind as they make new things.
You guys know that I'm a big seller on Poshmark. I've been on the app for many, many years, both as a buyer and a seller. So I made a couple of sales this week, and I want to show you my process. So this time around, I try to reuse all of my packaging that I get. I get a lot of boxes. I save them to then send off my sales or anything else that I need to ship in those boxes. I try to be, as eco-friendly as I can be. So I have this lovely box that I got from L'Occitane that came with holiday sets that by the time you're seeing this, I probably already shared on my channel. So I'm going to reuse it to ship out some things that I sold this week. So what did I sell? From Uncommon James, this is a set of hammered rose gold colored canisters. And then I sold this bag. This is a brand new with tag Adrian Vittadini bag. I just love the idea that when someone buys something from my closet, I try to make it nice, even when I'm reusing boxes. Like for example, this is a prime box. I have something that I sold here. It's a prime box, so nothing special on the outside, but I always put little gifts. All the little like samples that I get from Sephora, I save them all and I put them in my sales. So I try to always, include a little happy surprise with my sales on Poshmark. This is Her from Burberry. I have a scalp oil from Ceremonia. And of course, the more you buy, the more little gifts I include and the better quality they are. So I have samples from Chanel. I have a lot of high-end perfume samples. So in case you want to take a peek at my Poshmark closet, you definitely should, because not only are the items that I'm selling really, really good, but they always come with a little gift, a little surprise. This, believe it or not, is a skirt from Zara. And this is a collaboration collection piece between Key Sunglasses and Too Faced. This package is going to Arkansas, so I'm just going to tape it onto the box and then head on out to the post office. So there was your little glimpse at my life as of late. Thank you so much for watching week 1 of Vlogmas from my channel. I really hope you enjoyed it and will follow for more. I have a really fun event scheduled next week, and I'll also be giving you an exclusive look at all of the New York merchandise in the new Louis Vuitton boutique, so make sure that you stay tuned for that.